Hey, what's up with it, cuz? Oh my god.
Whole lot of money on the block. It's a whole lot in the pot. Whole lot of weight on the scale. Got plenty clientele. Got the jack boy suited up like spinner sale. Know I go and get it. Oh well. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know I let it rain. Well, standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like yeah. Whole lot of money on the block. It's a whole lot in the pot. Whole lot of weight on the scale. Got plenty clientele. Got the jack boy suited up like spinner sale. Know I go and get it. Oh well. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know I let it rain. Well, standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like hitters in the trenches. This for all my hitters jumping fences. This for all the niggas doing digits off the damn weight bench. Got a triple beam and the vacuum seals in the kitchen. Hold up, can't forget to mention. Burger barred up, plus got a P90 with extension. Hold up, can't forget to mention. I keep a bunch of killers hanging around me like a damn lynch. So you better listen. I come from the block, I go get it. Get knocked out your side, you with it. 903 Texas, I swear it's so vivid. This is real life. Day from the dentist. Shout to the chemist. Whipping up a drum with the scales on the scale like a bag full of fish. Say the early bird get the worm, so I'm up with the roost. Shout out little Dennis. Check out his hell. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know the alphabet boys on my trail. Know I gotta keep the horsepower V12. You ain't even gotta see it. You can tell by the smell. Say I cause hell. Know I name Rain Bells and the alphabet boys on my trail. Know I gotta keep the horsepower V12. You ain't even gotta see it. You can tell by the smell. Whole lot of money on the block. It's a whole lot in the pot. Whole lot of weight on the scale. Got plenty clientele. Got the jack boys suited up like spinner sale. Know I go and get it. Oh well. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know I let it rain. Well, standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like yeah. Whole lot of money on the block. It's a whole lot in the pot. Whole lot of weight on the scale. Got plenty clientele. Got the jack boys suited up like spinner sale. Know I go and get it. Oh well. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know I let it rain. Well, standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like yeah. Hey, everything around me official. Like a referee with a whistle. Hey, dying to the bone, yeah, the gristle. I had a couple snakes in the picture. Had to cut them out like a stencil. You can say my name popping like a pimp. This for all the hustlers in the trap steady geeking out the window. Well, 12, you simple. Same for a jack. Pull up on them, let it rain from the rental. That's why me boss up for a check. And you know what look, the man I respect. And you know what look, the man I got next. Hit the bust down spot till it's touching our necks. I cannot stop for the grind so legit. Say I've been trapping, finessing the strip. I cannot stop for my mention is this. From a whole lot of nothing to something and quick. So I'm riding with the stick. Cause you know I'm the man in the city. Can't name a man with me. Got them suited up like spinner cell. Plus the alphabet boys on my trail. So I gotta move swiftly. You know I'm the man in the city. And you can't name a man with me. Got them suited up like spinner cell. Plus the alphabet boys on my trail. So I gotta move swiftly. Whole lot of money on the block. It's a whole lot in the pot. Whole lot of weight on the scale. Got plenty clientele. Got the jack boys suited up like spinner cell. Know I go and get it. Oh well. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know I let it rain. Well, standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like yeah. Whole lot of money on the block. It's a whole lot in the pot. Whole lot of weight on the scale. Got plenty clientele. Got the jack boys suited up like spinner cell. Know I go and get it. Oh well. Know my hitters name Rain Bell. Know I let it rain. Well, standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap like yeah. Standing in the trap. Whole lot of money on the block. Whole lot in the pot. Weight on the scale. Suited up like spinner cell.
Today I seen a post. It was the ads on Channel 12 scrolling up. You know, you had to wait to see what was on channel. Boy, you get to Channel 12 and notice it just now. Channel 2 scroll, you gotta wait. Just to see what's on the Cartoon Network.
Yourself out. You looking too fresh, man. 903 Network Radio, man. We in the building. I got a special guest, Pat. What's up, brother?
Hey. 903 Texas, man. We in this business.
Yeah, what's good, brother? Congratulations on all your success, man. I see you climbing, man. You getting that buzz, shining, man. Representing the city, representing this area, man. 903, the whole area, man. Like everybody, if you ain't behind him, man, get behind him, bro. Go listen to his work. You can see his growth. You can see realness, authenticity. Did I say that right? Authenticity. You can see all that, man. So welcome to the show, man. Thank you for coming through. I appreciate the love, bro. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have to do this, you know.
Oh, man, I appreciate y'all for fucking with me, having me come fuck with y'all. It's a 903 thing. I'm coming anyway. But I'm glad to see that somebody, you know what I'm saying, got something going for us to be able to even come to around here.
Yes, indeed, brother.
Yeah.
So let's get to some of these questions that I was trying to think of some questions last night.
Okay.
I guess the first question I want to ask you: what made you fall in love with music, like hip hop? Like, was it your mama and them playing old records? Was it something you heard on TV? Was it an
Man.
artist?
That's a good question, and I think, to be honest, what made me start liking music was the energy it would give people, no matter what the situation was. And what I mean by that, it could be a house full of people and everybody stressing. When I was a kid, it could be something going on, and just that right song would come on, or you might be at the club, right in the car, or just that right song come on, and everybody whole vibe change, and just get the, you know what I'm saying? So I always been wanted to be one of them people that was giving people that energy, that was wanting to change people's moods just by songs, you know, and stuff like that. So as a kid, I just kind of used to sing other people's songs and rap out of other niggas' songs, try to put on the talent shows. Yeah.
Get good. Yes,
It's definitely been something I've been into since I was a kid, though.
Right. So it wasn't no particular person or.
No.
Like me, like I like rap since I was 10, but when I started like writing, it was Tupac that made me start writing. Like he the one that made me take songwriting seriously.
What made me start like recording music and doing it that way is cause we used to sit there and I don't remember exactly. I was probably about 12 when freestyling was a big thing. And everybody used to just sit and instrumentals was getting put on online and people used to sit and freestyle to them.
Online.
And people around.
You know what we used to do when we used to rap?
No,
we used to have to get one tape player, get another tape player, play the instrumental on this one, and record on the other one.
Yeah.
I feel old as a motherfucker.
Now, see, we had Acid Pro, and I think Fruity Loops was a little software. But back then they had Yahoo and all that when you could, get up, look up stuff. But we freestyling. People used to tell me, man, you good. So my cousin Shane, Lil Shano, he hit me up one day and he had access to going and record and stuff. He was like, man, let's go do a song. I was like, man, I don't know about all that. And he talked me into it and we went and did it. And I think I was 14.
Already.
And just when we left the studio and I heard myself back in them headphones, cause I just had a little Walkman CD player at the time, and I played it back. I thought that was cool as shit. So I stuck with it.
Yes, indeed. So next question: What do you see? I mean, I know you got more work to do, but I guess what I'm trying to ask you is, what's it gonna take for you to say, okay, I'm good for a minute, I can breathe now? Like, cause I know you in hungry mode right now. We all in hungry mode, but what is it gonna take for you to feel like, okay, you good now?
Money wise?
No, I'm talking about everything. Status of living, your mental mind frame. Like, bro, it all go together.
Man, to be honest with you, I be trying to put everything in perspective and in timing with my daughter's age. And she 8 right now, so I look at it like, first of all, by the time she turns 16, she gonna need that first car and all that. So that's 8 years from now.
Yes, indeed.
I'm still young in mind. I'm still gonna continue to do what I do and drive and go hard and stay hungry. But as far as like a point where I can just sit back and feel like I don't know if I see that, because I know I'm gonna have to keep on eating.
That's kind of trick question.
My daughter's spoiled, man.
Yes,
and I don't want her having to rely on nothing for nothing. That don't mean she ain't gonna never have to work for nothing, but that mean what I'm doing right now. Yeah, what I'm doing right now is to make sure stress ain't gonna be a part of nothing that she got going on when it comes to the point of her needing her own funds. So I don't see me sitting back and relaxing for
a long time.
Hell no.
But I guess, man, like I said, bro, I told you this earlier. I respect your music if we just sticking to the music, because you're talking about real issues. You're talking about real life. So, like I said, man, we need more of that out of these young artists. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I salute you, bro, in every way. Next question. Is it any collaborations that you can tell people, your fans out there, that you working on? Like, that ain't gonna mess up your marketing campaign or anything like that? Like any kind of special people that you wanna talk about, you working with, you in the lab with.
That I ain't supposed to be keeping secret.
If it ain't secret, I don't want to get you in trouble. Like,
Nah, I can't get in trouble.
I don't want to let the cat out the bag. I don't want to mess up. You know, I know how these things go.
Man, I got a.
Cause I see you doing shows with major artists, man. So that means you right at the door. That means the breakthrough is coming. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, I'm gonna tell you some real shit, bro. I be rubbing elbows with a lot of them people at a lot of these shows and at a lot of these things. But as far as physically at them shows, trying to link up with them and see what it would take to put them on a song, I don't really be trying to do that.
I love that.
And it ain't that I feel like I'm big headed in no kind of way. Cause these niggas who obviously on a bigger level than me, so there's nothing big headed about it.
Can I answer that for you?
It's cause I'm gonna wait till they hit me up. When they see what I got going on, when they see what I'm out here doing.
You want them niggas to come looking for you. You
Hey,
blow yourself
trust me. It's happening. I'm not gonna say that's why I said it's the ones that's supposed to be. It's a couple of them that I done opened up for. They got names in these industries that personally hit me up, wanting to do something. So that it was heartfelt to me, and we gonna lock them in. But I am gonna keep them secret just because I feel like that's something that I worked hard and it's an achievement for me. But right now I open up for a lot of people that's mainstream, but I never sit and conversate with them about trying to get anything from them. Nah, man, I salute them. I shake their hand, and they put their pants on like I do.
I respect
and
that.
I ain't.
Real shit.
Yeah.
I always thought about, you know, you see people get features and all that, but if you're not big enough to carry your own self, the features not gonna matter. So.
And I also feel like
your philosophy.
I'm not one of them artists that's finna go spend all my money on paying other hot artists just to get on my songs, thinking that's finna make me hot.
Yeah.
I want niggas to think I'm hot for what I'm doing, so I take forever. Like I'm 29, bro. I made my first song when I was 14.
29.
I'm 29. I made my first song when I was 14. So I'm building the buzz over from that time until now.
You ain't even hit your peak yet, bro.
I don't know when my peak is. I think I'm still
You know why
gonna.
you ain't hit it yet?
Bro.
Because most rappers, bro, they don't really get on.
You be seeing them.
30-something,
You be seeing them videos of that old man with that. He be with all them niggas. That old white man. He be in all the rap videos. He be crunk and shit. Man, bro, that's gonna be me. I'm telling you.
Right.
When I'm about 65, I'm still gonna be going hard on this mic.
I love this music. yeah.
Man, it ain't gonna never die. I don't care what nobody say. Hip hop ain't gonna never die because
It ain't gonna die, man.
it's too many niggas out there, man, that know how to keep it alive. They just gotta find out the marketing ways to put themselves out there in front of a wider variety of people than their hometowns, and that's what took a long time for me to understand.
But I heard back in the day you was going to Dallas, bro. I got out of prison in 2012, and I'm trying to catch up. I'm trying to see who all was doing music around here. And the first name I came across was yours. But nigga was saying you was going to Dallas doing freestyle battles then.
Bro,
I was like, that nigga, that's what's up. Like,
I was 16 performing at Rack Daddy's in Oak Cliff, and all them they had open mic nights. It don't matter if it was on a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday. I was trying to go because I feel like if this what I was gonna do, it's what I was gonna do. And if I go and put myself in front of people every night of the week, eventually I'm gonna build up 1 or 2 people per night and have me some kind of fan base.
Man, I like your outlook, man, because you ain't sitting there talking about you want $1 million. You doing it brick by brick, bro.
Bro, and in a lot of these clubs I wasn't supposed to be in, but I was always. I mean, but they knew I was serious of what I was there for. A lot of it was for contests and stuff, and you can ask people who was around at the time, bro. It wasn't nothing like boasting about it, bro. I would never stay to see who won the contest and stuff like that because I was young. I just get up there and perform, and then we get in the car and leave, bro. And like back then, that's when Mr. Pookie and all them was hot. And man, I had them, they were coming and checking me out, bro, when I was 17, coming down there and performing from the country. But I've always took heed to what people like them told me. I've always respected them and learned from them. And I had to respect home too, so I knew I was young. So when I go in there and do my thing, it's time to go. We had to leave.
Already. Real shit,
Get back
bro.
on the highway and come home.
Man, that's the journey, bro.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, y'all, we're going to take a quick break, let my man get some water and reset, and we're going to get back. But before I get off of here, let me find this other dope-ass track that I like. Let me see if I can find it. Beeman, I ain't feeling you right now, bro. I'm having to look for this shit, my nigga. You supposed to send me some music, bro. Real. Excuse me, my nigga.
Oh, you good?
One man marching band right now. I need a producer myself.
What y'all got going?
Yeah, this track right here, man. Y'all listen to this shit.
It's 903 Texas. It's 903 Texas. It's 903 Texas. Hey, my niggas with the shit. 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 All of my hitters, they ready. I give them the word and they go. 903 Texas. This is the life that we know. We gon' get that check while you're at your neck. Fuck what you heard, boy. You know I chase cheddar like a rat. I gotta keep work like a nerd, boy. And I know that you know that this the realest shit that you probably heard, boy. And I know this shit like a movie. I swear that this here is absurd. My niggas go dumb retarded. I know some hitters who really bout it. I know some trappers who really trapping. They 24 hours the public housing. And I know some jackals who really jacking. They after your cheddar like baby mountains. And I know some shooters who really thugging. They move like the Navy SEAL for a bounty. 903 Texas, you know the land of the gutter. Nigga did out just to stutter. You get your issue. All of my niggas pistol clutches. Catch up before you get the mustard. I know some bitches came in this hoe with that muscle. Gon' poke a nigga in the scuffle. You thought you were good, huh? Be the flash down. Slid a nigga like the Cupid shuffle. This for the hood. This for the block that don't stop. The block that patrol by the cops. This for them burglar boy niggas sweating. Geeking in the blinds. Can't quit looking out. Call it the bando. On the other hand, no. Call it a one-stop shop. My niggas culinary with the art. How they whipping, paying bill with the pot. Huh? My niggas with the shit. 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 All of my hitters, they ready. I give them the word and they go. 903 Texas. This is the life that we know. We gon' get that check while you're at your neck. Fuck what you heard, boy. You know I chase cheddar like a rat. I gotta keep work like a nerd, boy. And I know that you know that this the realest shit that you probably heard, boy. And I know this shit like a movie. I swear that this here is absurd, boy. Gon' let them know. If you ain't scared to rap it, then let it show. 903 Texas, that's where I'm from. I hop, skip, and jump from the Texaco. Hey, I'm the little nigga the block say it's next to go. Fuck it, if not, get them bricks in from Mexico. Right back to trapping, right back to stacking big racks. Now I'm packing big bags in the sectional. It's Pat, boy, I really live this shit. Boy, I swear the whole hood lit. Look, bitch, I'm heavy like black. Youngster with the wrist, how I'm whipping, clutching sticks. Flipping, buzzing through the six. Sipping on drink out of Yeti with the Phantom mix. Hey, I be around junkies and shit. Hold up. I say I be around junkies and shit. 90300, no fool gazing. We get to the money, can't do lazy. Ain't worried about nothing, is you crazy? Look, I got that Draco for you, baby. 90300, no fool gazing. We get to the money, can't do lazy. Ain't worried about nothing, is you crazy? Look, I got that Draco for you, baby. Huh? My niggas with the shit. 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 All of my hitters, they ready. I give them the word and they go. 903 Texas. This is the life that we know. We gon' get that check while you're at your neck. Fuck what you heard, boy. You know I chase cheddar like a rat. I gotta keep work like a nerd, boy. And I know that you know that this the realest shit that you probably heard, boy. And I know this shit like a movie. I swear that this here is absurd, boy. My niggas with the shit. 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 All of my hitters, they ready. I give them the word and they go. 903 Texas. This is the life that we know.
Let's talk about what you do for these kids, man.
Right on.
I mean, I can say everybody like kids, but everybody don't like kids, man. So everybody don't want to, give their free time to the kids. So
I love the kids, man.
I salute you for that, man.
Man, one of the I think the main reason I do it, I heard a quote one time. Somebody said, "Be to the kids who you wanted to have in your life when you were growing up." That don't mean I ain't had no father figure. I got a damn good daddy. My daddy's still in my life. He been in my life my whole life. That's my best friend. But I noticed that there was a lot of people that I grew up with, my partners, that didn't have them at home. So a lot of them looked at my daddy like that. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of, I noticed a lot of the kids from the community had simple talents and stuff. Simple, stuff that people wasn't acknowledging because they just didn't have that attention at home. So me and my homeboys figured if there's ways we can get back as far as just, coaching or getting the kids together and doing stuff like that, that's what we was going to do. And we tried it. And this make year 8 now, man. We've been coaching, getting these kids together. We not only coaching football and sports. We make sure they on top of their stuff at school. We discipline them for what they do wrong, and that don't mean we spank other people's kids or none of that. That mean they trust in us to make sure we talk to these kids after school.
Well, bro, that's part of the problem though, because now nobody wants nobody to say nothing to their kid. Like I grew up in a time where you might get 5 different ass whoopings for the same shit.
People ask me all the time if I'm gonna want to raise my child in Denison, Texas. I ain't got no problem with that, but the reason why I say it is because I wouldn't trade my childhood for nobody. I know you done heard that it take a village to raise a kid.
Yes, indeed.
That's kind of how Grayson County is. In Sherman and Denison, everybody know everybody, so you can't go do no whole ass shit down the street because they just gonna call right down
you
and everybody
just hit a nigga and go to the other side of the city because it ain't gonna work.
And it's really kind of like everybody it's not as much corrupt shit going on as it is in a big city.
Yes,
but if it's people that's in these kids' heads that's showing them some kind of ways different than what we seen, that this the perfect place to raise them. Yes, we got a good school system. Yes, we got an exemplary school system. Right. You know what I mean? And that's in Sherman and Denison. But as far as the outside of the school, they took all that. In Denison, we don't got no boys club no more, bro. These boys and the girls got to share the girls club together. Right. It ain't no more after school programs. We ain't never had a YMCA over there. Right. No, none of that. And to me, that's everywhere I've ever went, bro. I see shit like that. A rec center, a small places to where when kids get out of school, if they mama and them still at work or they still doing whatever, these kids can ride a certain bus over here to this rec center. Yes, and you're going to come in here and you're going to come in this classroom part of it first. We're going to help you with all your homework and do all that. And then you can hang your backpack up and have access to the basketball gym and the arcade area and all that until your ride come get you. They don't got that for the kids no more. And it's just that if we can start it by getting these parents and these people in the town to respect us enough to see that we coaching these kids and trying to teach them something right to lead into that, then that's what we're going to do. But we 8 years into it now, and to be honest with you, it's still like pulling teeth when it come to getting the community to come to, the city to come together to help the community when it comes to some of the things that we try to do for the kids, bro.
I done talked about putting an initiative together to start our own shit, and I got some people on board. I mean, Aaron Hunt, you know.
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
But we need like maybe 10 or 20 people that understand. Like,
man, it's a big shout out to Aaron and Reggie Hunt, man. The coaching organization I'm in now. We started with the Boys and Girls Club before it got shut down. Right. But the league I coach for now is called the Killer Bees. Everybody know about the Killer Bees. Right. We are literally a travel team, just like anywhere else, like the Snoop League. Sherman has a league as well. Right. And we take these kids and spend straight one-on-one time with them and teach them big boy football. Right. And these kids is for real out here doing their thing, but we don't get paid to do that, bro. Right. We volunteer our time to come teach these kids throughout the week and go do these games on Sundays. People don't be grateful, but you know who do be? Them parents, bro. Right. Them parents stick behind us. They know we respect these kids. They know we got visions for these kids' futures, and they put these kids in our hands and let us control and because they know we don't mean them no harm. But it took people like Aaron and Reggie that realized that we didn't have nothing going on, that had the backing behind them to get that going on. So I support that to the fullest. And back in the day, like I said, be who you wanted when you was a kid. People don't know this. Aaron, when I was in elementary school, bro, we had an organization called PALS, and that's where the high school kids would come to the elementary school and hang out with the kids who was troubled or couldn't read or had like certain, you know, they would come and sit with them for a couple hours out of every Friday, and Aaron was my pal. So when I was in elementary school, Aaron was the big star high school that was coming, and bro, he'd sit down with me every Friday, help me with my books or whatever in elementary, and I've always looked up to him. So when I got older and started doing the football thing, he was already had a name for himself. And then now he came back and started the football league, so he presented me with the coaching thing, and we've been doing it voluntarily, bro, for years now, and
that's cool.
Literally on our own, man. Sometimes we gotta pull teeth just to get the lights on at the football stadium, bro. I mean, like
it's amazing that shit goes on up here as well. Coaches can't get gyms for the kids to practice. So like I said, we need to come together and put a plan together, man. I mean, we already got it in works, but the hardest thing about it is, like you said, people. It's like pulling teeth, man. Yeah.
That's the first thing I physically want to do for when I say the 903, I'm from Denison, Texas. Everybody know that, but I rep 903 in general because it's my stomping ground. We all run around this whole motherfucker.
Right.
And we ain't got shit for these bro. We can't.
Boy, you preaching what I preach.
We can't.
We don't got shit.
We can't expect the youth to grow up wanting to do something different than what we doing if they don't see no other option. If they come home and everybody in the household thugging and it ain't nowhere else they can go and abide by their time without doing nothing wrong, and then come home and go to sleep without having to see all that, then a lot of them wouldn't want to do it. But a lot of them put in this position to where they see it in the household, so they feel like it's destined to be for them, and then they go get put in a situation where it changed their whole life, and then they realize that's what they want to do, and it's too late. When it's people like us that done been through it, that might have could have sat and talked to them, or might have could have been in their ear, or might have, but we ain't know. We ain't know. We gotta, for instance, look at the juvenile detention center. That's one thing that ain't never closed down.
Right, it ain't closing either.
Bro, everything we done had for the kids unclosed. But the JDC still open like a motherfucker. They free willingly will come prepare your kids for the penitentiary. And that's what they doing. Because you can't take them kids out there. You know what I'm saying? They are old enough to know what they doing, but they still kids. Yeah, but the people who out there who disciplining them and who teaching them things, they at work. So therefore, they don't know what these kids going through. They not talking to these kids about their problems. They there for their paycheck. So they arguing with these kids and going off on them and checking them and talking bad to them. So these kids feel like they got to stand up for themselves and talk back, make it worse on themselves.
It's a deeper. I could go into that deeper, but I'm trying to keep this show light. But we already know that. You know what I'm saying? We the most hated people on this earth, man, right now.
I love this music shit, but that's what we trying to get it to, bro, is to bring something back here for everybody,
like
man.
That conference room, bro. Like my thing is I'm trying to get like 8 or 9 computers because I'm gonna start teaching kids how to code on a basic level. Like,
code, what's that?
We gotta pause for a minute. My goddamn camera, I gotta change this battery.
Bro, I don't know algebra. I'm 29 years old and I still to this day can't do algebra. I don't know none of that. I never graduated high school. I'm not saying that in a way to influence no kid to ever do what I did, but I had a situation happen to me that was kind of, and ain't no question about it, was life changing, to make me kind of second guess doing the right thing for a while. And by the time I realized what I was doing, I'm finna welcome y'all to my motherfucking life, nigga. I went back several times, bro, and tried to do the thing.
I got money in my pocket, but this shit don't mean nothing. Some of the things about for stunting, cause I never had nothing. Nigga, this shit for real, my whole side is caliber clutching. I ain't bluffing, this ain't poker. Get the top knocked off your muffin. It started as a young nigga trying to get some money. Mama creeping on me, but they needed help and it was in me. They was sleeping on me, tell me shit I ate, but through the roof the rain is leaking on me. Electric man just came with the shit to take the meat on. Everything was fucked up. Now I gotta candle it. I knew daddy was trying, so we all just made the best of it. And I heard him through the door. He asked God to send some help for it. That's when I got off my ass. To hell with all the rest of it. Yeah, never to fold like the weak do. 5 sleeping in the bed, my nigga that'll sleep too. And it was cold outside, through the walls it seats through. So we all huddled all together like the sheep do. In the hood it's all good, but when it rain it's bad. Seem like my niggas go in threes, they getting chose like a draft. So I stay thankful, pray to the Lord that I wake up again. And for my niggas who ain't with me, I blow cushion to win. A lot of niggas doing time, some of them came back home to stress and try to feed they fam and end up right back gone. So as I write this song, I want you people to see this shit ain't all good. Sometimes this shit is rough as can be. One of my partners gone 15. And what's really crazy, my little nigga was only 17. The boy still a baby. They gave Weez 5 and I miss you, bro. Come home and it's gravy. And Lil Dontre got hit with a 12 piece a week after graduation. Not even naming my niggas. I done lost in the struggle behind some bullshit or eating or hitting the block with that muscle. But we got fucked up niggas too. That just make the real tougher. Quiet as kept just like a mother. Nigga jump loud in this trouble. I don't give a fuck about a hater. Feel he won't play us for weak. Rather from cross the track the next day to grew up down the street. Say I'm gon' ride, bro. I promise, do not fuck with my peace. Shit can't get gutter. Holla till latch on them boy like a leash. Plus Black C got hit with a menace label. The shit hit the news for giving them blue boys the blues and demonstrating with tools. I'm just rapping, trying to make it happen. No way I can lose. But when I'm good, my niggas good. And the whole off on the crew. In the hood, it's all good. But when it rain, it's bad. Seem like my niggas go in threes. They getting chose like a drag. So I stay thankful, pray to the Lord that I wake up again. And for my niggas who ain't with me, I blow cushion to win. A lot of niggas doing time. Some of them came back home to stress and try to feed they fam, and end up right back gone. So as I write this song, I want you people to see this shit ain't all good. Sometimes this shit is rough as can be. They say the lights, the ice, the camera, the clothes, the hoes, the cars, the friends, the foes. It all comes eventually to every nigga who chose. But I don't really need that shit. But I can use the cho-chos. Say the block, it's hot. Cause boys say they sold. So I keep them busters from around me. Keep my tires on the road. And it's holiday season, so everybody needs some dough. So I keep a heater for haters. Shoot them blankets if they cold. Hey, I got partners dead and gone. And most these boys now phony. Most of them act like they know me. Told them leave me to my lonely. Ready for a quick come up like a bomb on the corner. The faux nickel keep them warm like the bun on the Tony. My little homie LaMaina, he lost his life and was a kid himself. Possum and P-Black gone too. Some real niggas lost their last breath. I see your kids and it hurt. Lil' DJ, he was too young for death. I put some flowers in your yard, shed a tear and said this is something else. Say my nigga, yeah. When you hear me say shit good, it really do be good, but that don't mean everything great. You know what I'm saying? In every hood, everybody got their own situations. It ain't no faking until you make it. It's real. I'm not finna buy no more. Yeah. And to all my niggas, man, buying shit and you don't got no car, period. I got you. I mean, that's why the young people that be around me, bro, like, I got some younger people that be around me on the regular. I be trying to. But they all pretty much headstrong in like the right ways though. It ain't just from. It ain't from. I'm not taking the credit from that. It's just 'cause I see it. Nigga gonna buy them shoes and wear them tonight and take them home, clean the bottom of them, try to take them back to finish line. They ain't talking about they ain't fit.
Ain't that what females do with the dresses?
Yeah, and they know they tried that dress on. They got one at home in another color that's the same size.
We back in the building, man. Back in the building. Yes, indeed, bro. So, well, you got anything coming up, bro? You got any tour dates? You got any shows you doing? Anything else you want to promote? You got anything coming out?
Yeah, shout out Sidebar Management, man.
Shout out to Beeman, man.
Yeah, Courtney Beeman, man. I've been rocking with him for
yes, indeed.
Since I was a kid. He came home with his head where it needed to be with what we needed to do with this music shit. So I've been trusting to let him guide and do all that. And I want to give another big shout out to Jet Entertainment, man. My boy TP and them, they put on a lot of the, as you spoke a while ago, the shows I'm doing with some of these big name artists. That's the guys that's behind that. That's JATT Entertainment, man. You look them up, them dudes. They 903 representing too, right out of Sherman, Texas. They going around paying. Man, I done opened and did a lot of shows, bro, with some big name people behind these dudes, and they from right around here. So big shout out to them. And as far as the question with the tours, yeah, we got one coming up. I think January. We start all the new tour dates, and right now they trying to lock in everybody that's topping the charts. So and one thing about them, man, they say they gonna go get somebody, they go get them. So right now they talking about, you know, the Cardi B and all that extra stuff. That's the people that's doing their thing right now. So we doing that.
Bring the city to the city, man. That's what I be talking about. Bring the city to the city, man.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's one thing that they are trying to do right now, is trying to find the right venue in Grayson County to bring somebody that's never been towards this area, event that's never been towards this area. But that's one of the hardest things that they having to do, is find a place for it. So they doing that right now. But my album is finna come out. It's been
what you calling it? What's the name?
I was just finna say it's been a motherfucker trying to come up with the name to it, bro.
Right?
I
ain't never. I've
You
always.
finished all the songs yet?
We got all the songs is done. I'm bumping heads with Courtney. It's 2 songs, bro, that's stopping the album from being done. One, cause I really want the song on the album, and in the file that got lost.
Right.
So we've been trying to get the instrumental back to re-record this song. That's one, and it's another song that I did just fucking around one day, and Courtney fell in love with it, and I don't really want to do the song, but he want me to do it, so we probably gonna go, and I'm gonna respect it and put that on there too. So that's what's holding it up in the name of the album. But my next studio session, we're gonna try to lock that in and get it done to where it's something that we can release around the Christmas and New Year time.
So did you have a name in mind?
I don't, bro.
Or do you wait till you finish the album and see what it feels like?
Every day I think about it.
Right.
And I done came up with
Like I'm saying though, you going by like the feel of the album, like what the album make you feel.
That's
like.
what I want to do.
Right.
I wanna get an album, a name that's gonna give people a sense on what it's about.
Right.
But I'm real versatile on what I try to put on my CDs. So that album, it ain't just consistent of one just thing. It's kind of.
I mean like when you hear the blueprint, you
Okay.
know why he named it the blueprint.
Yeah.
Because he touching every kind of genre of song.
Yeah.
You can hear the sound of the CD blueprint. You can see why he named it there. Like he's
Okay.
giving people.
Okay,
a
I
template.
see what you're saying.
Yeah, like that's what I mean. Like the
Yeah.
feel of the album, like
That's
naming it like that, like
that's what's gonna make it hard for me to do.
right. Yeah,
I
of
don't
course
know.
you
I'm
versatile.
open. Hey, one thing though about me too is I've always been a person that listen. I'm open to any suggestions. I'm not somebody that feel like I got to do this. I got to be the one. I ask people all the time, what you think I should name it? You know what I'm saying? Or what? And I listen. And I take it. If it's something I like, I'll jot it down. Cause it ain't nothing that's ever gonna hurt me by saying, yeah, cub. He came up with the name of that. But that's just what it is. So right now, that's one of the things that's been stressing me the most, man, is coming up with the name.
Right.
Cause now that Courtney got me on where I'm supposed to be with as far as the social and the networking side. So it ain't no coming back once you post those, and it's go to iTunes and all that kind of
It's
stuff.
out there. Yes,
And
indeed.
it's my first album, bro.
It's your real first.
It's my
your
first.
album?
It's my first. Yeah, album. That's all the instrumentals was original and paid for and bought by me. The studio, all that done right, songs. Yeah, I've always wrote and done my own songs, but this the first full CD where everything is original, the instrumentals, everything. So it's my first album, bro. So it's
man.
the name is the hardest thing.
But I know you got your 10,000 hours in though. I know you got it. You know what the 10,000 hours represent?
They say you gotta put 10,000 hours into whatever
It's
you're doing.
mastery.
Yeah.
That's the mastery number. Like, so I know you done put 10,000 hours in.
In the streets and the studio, just like Starlito said.
It all go together.
Hell
I
yeah.
love Starlito.
That's one of my favorite rappers.
And Don Trill.
Yeah.
Man.
I like it, but man, I ain't gonna lie. 903. So I'm on the 903 basic in some kind of way.
Right. Nah,
I call that
don't
motherfucker.
do it, bro.
Don't.
Don't do it. Because you already done that. You already put on for the area. So
Yeah.
now it's about going commercial, like it's about going global.
What I. Okay.
Don't make that the main thing though. Don't you putting yourself back in the box.
On the album
Yeah,
title.
on the album, yeah.
I respect it.
Don't do that, bro. Like for real. I mean, if I could
Yeah,
put
nah,
my
that's
one
real
penny
shit.
in, if I put my one penny in, don't name
Yeah.
nothing with 903.
Yeah. Okay.
Seriously.
I respect it.
You gonna do for your city,
What
right?
what you think though?
you gonna do
Out
for
of
your
the
city.
songs that you like, you
Right.
like the song. Me and you got the same mutual likes on my
Right.
personal song, and it's
Right.
that struggle shit.
Right.
What you think is something? An album with the type of music that I put. What you think something like that would catch your attention on as far as an album name?
I don't know, bro. I don't have
What
to-
kind of thoughts do that music put you in to just think to come up with a?
I mean, you can work out to your music. You can ride. You can be at a family picnic, bro. It's a lot
Yeah.
of different things. Bro. So I gotta hear the album, bro. If I can't, I just be throwing some shit
Yeah.
out there. It ain't gonna make no sense to you. You gonna be like, what the fuck you talking about? But it could be anything, bro. I just gotta hear that shit, bro.
I kind of like I like versatility, and somebody said I don't remember who it was. It might have been my brother. Just listen.
You talk about your daughter on there a lot. Do you talk about your daughter in your music?
Man, hell yeah, that's my everything, bro. Like for real. That girl, when I say she love everything to do with this music shit, like for real.
I put it like
She in Indiana right now with a bag full of CDs from the last mixtape that I dropped, bro, and flyers, and be going around, like, she take pride in that, bro. And anytime that she here with me, she go to all my radio interviews. She go to anything I can take her to, I take her to, cause she. But she on top of all her school and respecting home type stuff, and I make sure that I respectfully do it in front of her. Yes, but she that's my everything. I talk about her in any way that I can and everything that I do.
The reason I asked you that is because you could tie To Die For It. You could be talking about your daughter, and you could be talking about this music. So just some kind of rapping around. I don't know.
Somebody asked me one day, you know what a robot is? And I said, yeah, that's people that get. I mean, a troll. I said, yeah, that's people that get on social media and just go around talking crazy about your family. You know, reckless shit to try to get you out your zone. Yes, they were like, yeah, well, you be posting a lot of pictures of your daughter, and you ever feel like, you know what I'm saying? There's people gonna come out their way to try to feel like if that's the way to hurt you, that's something they gonna do. I said, man, I don't know if y'all know who my daughter is, if you ever seen her, but I ain't got to post no pictures of my daughter. And if I done built a buzz for myself to where a lot of people know who I am, and you see her in whatever state she in, you gonna be able to. That's Pat daughter, bro. A splitting image, and I don't care. Everybody gonna know who she is.
That's part of life. Yeah, you can't stay protected, but. The reason I don't post with my daughter, because my daughter used to not wear no shirt all the time. But she's I'm not finna put no.
Yeah, for
even
real.
Though she a baby, I'm still not gonna put pictures with no shirt on. Like,
that's for real. So. Man, I got a lot of codes that I still that I go by when it come to young ladies, and I wanted a boy for probably the first 3 months that her mama was pregnant. Now all of a sudden I just woke up one day thinking, nah, I want that daddy girl. And when we found out we was having a girl, that's what I wanted. So I've been doing pretty good. Right, that's my only child, man,
bro. Salute to you, man. Hold on, man. I gotta do this. Hold on.
Oh shit. Y'all know flowers. Yeah, and she ate. I didn't have her till I was 21, bro.
Bro, that's probably your best accomplishment as 29-year-old man. I know the ladies be checking for you and all that. To have one kid is amazing, bro. Because every kid you have that you're not gonna be with that woman. You see how Tyrese out here. Why you doing this to me?
Man, Michael Blackson fired his ass up.
Man, that's crazy.
He can't trade him for no light skinned nigga. We don't want him.
Right.
That shit there had him looking crazy.
Yeah, but I feel it's painful as a woman taking.
Yeah, but that ain't gonna help it. But that ain't help nothing, bro. Nothing, man, so. I can't do all that.
But yeah, man. I think To Die. I don't know, bro. I gotta hear the album though, man.
I like. I think it was my brother, bro. I think he said it was Just Listen. Right. And I thought about it, and like if I'm trying to show you a song with mine or whatever, and it's just listen, you know, it's just so it stick too. But
you'll get there though.
Just those 2 words is strong.
Right,
if you really just listen, and listen to what I'm talking about.
I read a book called Just Listen.
It's kind of deep, but that's just one of the few that's kind of stuck with me over the last month. So I got till probably about another week, bro. I think my next studio session is if I ain't mistaken, it's Wednesday or Thursday of this coming up week. So I gotta have it by then.
What all features you got on there? Do you got anybody from around here on there?
Yeah, I got a couple choruses. Sung by a dude named Whoop. Okay. He live around here. Be on the lookout for him. The dude rap and sing. He got a voice out this world. Okay. I got a Big Northside. Man, to be honest with you, I ain't featured nobody on my unless they was from Grayson County.
Right, already.
And it was people that I felt like was taking it serious and had a voice for what the image I was wanting on that song. So, like I said, I got Big Northside on the song. I got, who else? K-Wop. Big shout out to my partner K-Wop from same hood as me, doing big things right now. Came home hungry. And the nigga doing this thing.
Y'all stay tuned for the interview. December 23rd.
Okay,
plug that, yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, y'all gotta check in with him, man. And if you ain't listened to him, that's one of the other people that I can vouch for. Just with my own eyes, we grew up together. When he rapped and what he talking about on them songs, that man lived every bit of that. So I like listening to his music because I know what he talking about.
Real
so I got a feature of him for had to. Who else we got on there? Man, I got
let me ask you this question. This is a good question right here.
Patch, William Griffiths from Sherman. William Griffiths, they call him Patch from Sherman. That's who the song you like, Father Forgive Him.
He's the one
That's who's singing on that chorus.
Already.
His name William Griffith. We called him Patch when I was growing up. He from Sherman. He on the CD.
I had to listen to it because it sounded like Jay Sweet singing. I was like, is
Yeah, I still got to do a song with Jay Sweet. I've always fucked with Jay Sweet. That's my boy, man. And that's another person who got something going on outside of music shit with these kids, man.
Yes,
and I support what he doing too.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, indeed, man. Name your top 5 artists, bro, all time. All time. I'm gonna disqualify you if you name some of these new niggas. They gotta at least.
You talking about of all time in
rap? Period, rap. Like, but they gotta have at least 5 years under their belt. No new rappers can.
I got you.
All-time
I ain't. Tupac first.
Okay, Pac. Hold on, let me set you up real quick. Tupac.
Let me see. Man, I'm gonna have to use Tupac and Biggie as one. I can't use two for them two. Yeah, I'm gonna use Tupac and Biggie as one. Both of them.
Right.
I'm a big Gates fan. I fuck with Kevin Gates.
No, he's new. No.
Man, nah, I can't. I went back. Hey, check this out. Check this out. When I started listening to Gates,
yeah, he a fool with
and the nigga was catching my attention. I ain't gonna lie, the first song caught my attention was Satellites. But I went back. I'm one of them niggas. I'm gonna go back. I went back, and that nigga was jamming from before he went and came home. I like his delivery and how he rap.
So
and
Kevin Gates.
I like
Kevin Gates number 2 over.
No, I'm naming 5. I ain't putting them.
You ain't. It
I'm
don't matter
naming
the
5.
order. You just naming 5. Okay. Kevin Gates is in there. We got Tupac and Biggie as 1, and Kevin Gates.
I listen to Nipsey Hussle a lot.
Yeah, I like Nipsey.
I fuck with Nipsey Hussle.
I like what Nipsey doing as a businessman. He really making some moves as a businessman.
I'm a big Boosie fan.
Yes, indeed.
Let me see.
You got one more, man. You leaving a lot of people out. That's wrong, bro. That's wrong.
I know, but you only gave me 5. I'm trying to think of.
You ain't named now artists from Texas yet.
Bro. I mean,
they just ain't in it.
If we can name artists from they gonna take up the whole 5.
Your personal 5. Your personal 5.
I think the coldest out of Texas, period, was. I would probably say Pimp C.
Pimp C. Yeah,
I would say Pimp C, and as far as living and right now, Zero. I've always been a big Zero fan, but I love Pimp C style. And he was one of them that just his song would come on and everybody get to. I love Pimp C music, bro. And Bun B.
Bro, they give Drake so
and you wanna know what? That's a group of people that I have been around. Is in them dudes is some laid back. Bun B a cool dude, man.
Yes, indeed.
But I can't really add up 5, man. I'm somebody. It's hard to pick in 5 because I'm somebody that's gonna go all the way back from.
It'll be hard to pick in 10 though.
And especially without naming none of the new people, cause bro, I think it's NBA YoungBoy. I think for his age, that little nigga he go hard.
Shy Grizzy,
Lil Snoop, I was a big Lil Snoop fan before Lil Snoop got killed. I think Meek Mill go hard. When Meek Mill hungry, Meek Mill a beast. So.
Longer than 5 years though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's hard to just name, within like 5. I'm a big Meek. I'm Starlito and Don Tripp. I couldn't name them in the 5. I listen to the old T.I. I don't like
the new T.I.?
I'm not gonna say I don't like the new T.I. I can just I can see the difference. And when Urban Legend and all that dropped, he was hungry for that street attention because that's the life he was living. And so now he hungry for the mediocre attention. And that's because that's the life he living. So when he was on that Grand Hustle, that Urban Legend, that Stay Strapped shit, he was my favorite. That was my favorite. To this day, that's one of my favorite albums, bro. It's T.I.'s old album. The old Young Jeezy.
Oh yeah. Oh, that's my dude right there.
Snowman. That was who didn't fuck with the Snowman, bro? Like for real, that's a classic.
Yes.
Devin the dude, bro, that's one of the, I mean, as far as outside, he another laid back dude that's just always been real humble and pushing. Bone Thugs and Harmony, them dudes laid back.
Yes, indeed.
Gonna give you some knowledge on stuff, and they're still pushing. I've always big fans of them, but man, it's a lot of them, bro.
Yes, indeed. So, is it anybody that influenced you, like you could say, man, I kind of study this dude, because I studied a lot of people, bro. Like, not just rapping, but the moves they make, how they move. Like, man, I hate to say his name now because they trying to say he raping motherfuckers, but Russell Simmons, bro, like, as far as his business, mind and
That's
shit.
my first time hearing that, bro.
What?
I ain't heard that shit.
Yeah, bro, it's an attack going on men, but we gonna,
I ain't heard none of that.
Yeah, bro.
I don't really be speak. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? None of that. But
Right.
as far as inspire me,
like when I was young, bro, and Master P was out, like that's somebody I studied. Like I had all his CDs, like I used to read all the magazine articles on him and shit just to see where his mind was. But that was a big influence for mine. Not like far as rapping like Master P, but just how he was moving and shit. Like, yeah, it's like
I think the hottest artist back then, it was Pop, bro.
Yeah, sure.
I really can't go past. No, I can't think of one person in hip hop that's ever had an influence
Like
on
Pop.
me
Like Pop.
like he did growing up, bro. Seeing him perform on TV, seeing him, and I'm talking about in a thug manner,
Right.
but had respect from everybody because he was so intelligent, and to be alive, seeing all that. I mean, when I said I was rapping other people's songs, who wasn't rapping California Love and stuff like that? And when he got killed, bro, I'll never forget that day.
I won't either.
And
Niggas was like, you don't even know that nigga. I was like, so what, nigga? Like,
man, it ain't a person in this world that don't know Tupac, bro. And I'm one of them people, man. You ain't got to physically grow up with somebody to know they morals or what the codes that they stand by might add up with the ways you look at life, and that's just how. And that's what make me listen to certain artists. That nigga might be lying on every song, but he sold it to me. And if it's something that I'm living, then that's what I'm gonna listen to.
yes, indeed. Music is all
And I gotta get that inspiration to Pac, bro. But as far as keeping it going and after him not changing on that camera, keeping himself, keeping the same routine, and making sure that he built his name off doing that, you got to give it to Boosie too, bro.
Yes, indeed.
Boosie ain't changed
I
not
love
one
that-
bit. I ain't
love
never.
that song.
I've only known one little Boosie, my nigga. That's the only one, and I look up to how he move a lot. He take care of his people. He take care of his organization and how they supposed to. I mean, his family and Gacy them the same way. I mean, I linked up with them guys in a couple different occasions, and I stay in touch with BWA. I'm real fond of a few of them members, especially Booby Black. I talk to him on as much as I can. He anything I can learn from him, any kind of guidance I can get from him, I learn from him. I've never asked them for nothing though, but they knew that I was somebody who didn't, and that just respected what they was doing and how they move. And when I started listening to him, bro, I was going back and looking at their pictures, and like in the interview I said before, they got pictures, man, back when like me and my homeboys do it in middle in the clubs, 17, 18. Shirts too big, and it's the same niggas. It's the same niggas in the Sprinter van with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's what motivate me, cause I got them same kind of homeboys that I know deserve that trip too, and that's what that's who I look up to. Them people.
Man, me and Beeman used to spend the night with each other and play Super Tecmo Ball all night, like
Bro,
whole season.
Beeman the only one that would let us record when we was kids. He would let me and his nephew, Lil Kalen Butler.
Man, give these youngsters some advice. Like, get a youngster some advice that the ones that might want to do the same thing, like don't know how to get started, you know what I'm saying, but they got aspirations of being a rapper. What would you tell the kids, man?
Don't let nobody tell you how to do what you want to do, and don't let nobody tell you can't do what you want to do. If it come with going and spending every little change you got to get your own computer, your own little microphone,
Man.
your own. It don't matter what it is, bro. I literally am a nigga that still record at house studios sometimes. It doesn't matter. Once you learn to perfect the equipment that you have in your home, you can make it sound just as good as the people that's going to these high tech ass places. So if you got a talent,
let me tell you something. Like back in the day, I guess it would be like 07, 06. I was trying to tell some of my partners about VSTs because they didn't understand. Like, I'm in a studio and I just got a keyboard, but I got all these synths, I got everything because it's virtual. And they wasn't understanding what I meant. Like, you don't need all that hardware no more. You can software this shit out. And I don't think people just don't want to take the time to go research and read. Like, while you at the club, I'm in the lab. Because if I want to do music, I'm going to skip that club. I'm going to try to get one up on my competition. Like,
say I was one of them people that felt like I had to be in everybody's face every weekend. So locally, bro, I was at these same.
You're trying to blow your name, though, bro.
Yeah,
That's
but for the young people, where I can say is that was one of my flaws, is because it was nice that I could have been home hungry instead of trying to chase females and doing all that extra shit. I knew I had talent, but I was waiting on somebody to come hand me something or the right person to hear it instead of going out and making people hear it and making sure I was in people. And that's the thing. You got to be hungry. Take everything serious. If you want to rap, if you want to sing, if you want to do this, man, take yourself as serious as if you want somebody else to take you when you present yourself to them. So that means get your computer, get your little, whatever it takes for you to sit at home in your bedroom, shut that door in that closet, and listen to yourself. Let your partners hear it. But you got to take in consideration, too, that your homeboys and your friends will lie to you. They'll tell you that your shit jamming and it don't be. And it's just because they want to lie to you. Or some of them will tell you that your shit ain't jamming because it is jamming, but it ain't jamming to them because they like a certain type of music. That don't mean that song wouldn't have went hot. Some of my favorite fan songs is songs that I hate listening to of mine. So you can't really go by that. You got to push and push and keep going. And I promise you, you will build yourself a fan base of people that like what you do. And one thing about me, I would take 1,000 years to do it organically, bro. I'm not finna pay for no views. I'm not finna buy no shirts. I'm not finna, I don't tag people to help share my shit. I don't do none of that because man, I want to see who.
I spot duty do this. That's why I don't.
I want to see who choose to support me, bro. And I make sure to go and thank every person. If you share some of mine, I try to go and comment thank you on everything for the simple reason that you chose to do it. I didn't ask you to do that, so I'm gonna thank you for it. But I don't. I like seeing my organic growth, bro. And if I got 100 views or 40,000 views, I know that was because I personally went out and mashed and made people go watch that shit or go look it up behind word of mouth or just spreading the word, because I ain't never paid for no views. So do it the hard way, man. Go back to the old basics. Grinding, going around in your car, sharing shit, giving people CDs out the trunk. Go back to the basics. That's the shit that's gonna work. Yeah, the internet take over, but as far as word of mouth, you can't never take over that. And when you riding around hitting niggas hood with them CDs with that hot shit on there, that's what's gonna take over. Right. Everybody that you listening to on the radio right now was riding around trying to get people to listen to their shit so many years or months ago. So they was in the same position that you in. It's just the nights that you was chilling and thugging, like Cuz said a while ago, they might have been grinding. Right. So, and that's what I do. If I'm getting paid to come out, or if I got a show or a walkthrough or some kind of music or something to do with, I ain't missing it. Whether it's free or whether I'm getting paid. But if it's just not, other than that, I have just as much fun sitting at home, bro.
Yes, indeed. But you got a daughter too, though, so you know.
And I make my daughter's situation work from 2 states. Her mama from Indiana. I'm from Texas.
Yeah, you
and I ain't never missed a day. Right. I ain't never missed a day. I ain't never been on no issues to do with none of that.
Bro, that's commendable. Bro.
Hell yeah.
Because they think that, you know, that it ain't no good daddies out there.
But my daddy ain't letting another nigga raise me. And my mama ain't let another woman raise me.
Already.
And my daughter ain't gonna, she got a good role model in my household and her household to look up to. But I've always wanted to make sure that she know who her daddy is, and she know. So if she got other men role models and stuff like that when she grown, I'm always look up to that. But she gonna always know who her daddy is, even when she 35. I don't give a damn, cause I always been there, and I'm always be there.
No doubt, bro. How long you got, bro? You got something else you gotta do?
No, we thugging.
Thugging? Okay. Well, man, we're gonna reset, man. Listen to this track by Boosie, man. We're gonna let the homie reset.
Black Heaven is a place where people like me go.
Black Heaven.
Black Heaven.
No Dr. King still preaching about togetherness, but probably looking down saying it's irrelevant. Whitney Houston, she was heaven sent. A songbird probably smiling right now, listening to her own words. Rosa Parks, so much heart, she a OG. No, she smiling, looking at the blacks in the front seat. Bernie Mac joking right now, him and Richard Pryor. Trayvon probably looking down, saying them niggas spy. I know who giving knowledge up there, Tupac. He looking down like what happened to this hip hop. Biggie Smalls probably swagged out, laid back. Him and Easy talking about how it was way back. Nate Dogg probably reminiscing about the 8-track. Pimp saying prayers that Bun and Jay stay strapped. Michael Jackson, he probably maxing and relaxing. Him and Marvin Gaye making a clash in Black Heaven.
Oh, I know you're smiling down on me up there in Black Heaven. Oh, I know you're really proud of me up there in Black Heaven. Black Heaven. Oh, I know you're smiling down on me. Black Heaven. Oh, thinking of you to the day we meet again.
Billie Holiday thinking about the old days. Johnny Taylor making mixes with the OJs. Rodney King probably thinking about his old ways. Thinking how they burnt the city down about his old case. Malcolm X probably wishing he was down here to take our hoods back from the people ain't from around here. James Brown still hollering it's a man's world, but thinking damn all these girls taking man's girls. No Jack and Neil talking about how people roll. No Tookie Williams still sticking to the G code. Will probably still saying nobody broke his record. Mac Dre representing as a Bay legend. No Iron Bleak probably talking about me. Them niggas probably jam with Big Stone out the 3. Black Heaven. DJ Screw looking down at the culture that he started. Rest in peace by Marley. He in Black Heaven.
Oh, I know you're smiling down on me up there in Black Heaven. Oh, yeah, I know you're really proud of me up there in Black Heaven. Oh, I know you're smiling down on me in Black Heaven. Oh, thinking of you to the day we meet again.
Where do my niggas go to when they pass? And why do good niggas never last? Some get addicted to the fast route. They're hand in hand, you know the cash route. I pray to God that we see better days. I call the record while the record plays. I'm thinking, Lord, don't let them carry me. See, I know one day when they bury me, I go straight to Black Heaven. Black Heaven. Yeah, I go straight to Black Heaven. Black Heaven. Black Heaven. Black Heaven. Yeah, don't let the paranoia get to me. Can't take a trip to penitentiary. I make a flip and take the summer off. I have a brick, now that's a somersault. I look to God, it's been a long road. I got my braid up like a cornrow. I've been through hell, one day I find my way. If not, then maybe I could buy my way to Black Heaven.
I'm alright on that Madden. If I play with the Cowboys.
But now he's not gonna come in. I'm gonna have to say
I ain't got no I was letting my the people that was on my live know my phone was down. I ain't never had no patience with that NBA fool, cause I can't
An
never
East
learn
Baton Rouge
nobody
Parish
shot.
grand jury has indicted Torrance Hatch, otherwise known as Lil Boosie, on first-degree murder charges.
Take the badass to heart. Have you read those papers? God damn! America's Most Wanted. Couldn't get me when they got me, now they say I'm with the Illuminati. America's Most Wanted. Have you read those papers? Who am I? America's Most Wanted. 6 bodies, 2 attempts. Sir, you lying, I don't do attempts. America's most wanted. Snipers on the roof at my trial. Prosecutor telling the jury he need to die. Attempts, but if you talking attempts, then you a lie. On top of that, Warner Brothers told me bye. Tried to give niggas deals, man, they really tried to burn me. Say I had a bag of money on the dish.
All right, bro. We back in the building. Pat, man, we about to wrap it up. But I wanna salute Pat for coming through. Salute Sideboard Management, Beeman, for setting it up, man. Appreciate that, brother. And Pat, plug all your plugs.
Say, man.
First of all, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for coming through, bro. Being professional. You know what I'm saying? Showing up. You know what I mean?
Man, I want to, first of all, thank 903 Network Radio for having me in this motherfucker.
Anytime,
and for putting this radio together. Man, we need somewhere to go. And as y'all see, he got other people lined up, other dates lined up for other artists from this area, and that's something that we need. You know what I'm saying? So, big salute and thank you to you for having me here and that as well. Sidebar Management.
Man. Come back.
Yeah, Sidebar Management, Jet Entertainment. You know, we in here. Raw with it, ENT.
Yes,
903 Texas, man.
Y'all go download the app, man.
903 Texas.
Stay connected, man. And,
Yeah, go get the app, man. And that's another thing, man. You the first person I done seen with an app, bro. For anything. From Grayson County, that's square business. That's an accomplishment.
Right.
You ain't just got you ain't.
Yeah, but
just,
niggas ain't downloading it, bro. I go look at the notices.
But
like,
you wanna know what? That's one of them steps. Like when I'm at them shows when there's 2 people there. You know what I'm saying? Just give it time and keep doing what you're doing, bro. You doing it the right way. Like I said, you got the motor, you got everything going to make your car go. Right. So it's gonna come into play. But you got the app for them to start being able to go and download, nigga. That's the steps.
Man.
The niggas ain't got.
I got all y'all on there, bro. I got you on the because the thing I was trying to do is get all these artists to send me their music, right? And I was gonna have this thing called the 903 Takeover and just play all 903 music for a couple hours. But niggas don't want to send me music.
Yeah, but that show you who gonna take it, who take it serious, and that also show you who from the area sitting back trying to filter out what they want to take their time with. But nigga, you ain't in a position to be playing with your time with nothing, nigga. Shit, I don't give a damn. Nigga called me from Boom Shing, Africa, talking about send me 2 tracks. I'm finna play it over here at this get down. We finna I'm sending my shit. They finna be over there barefooted with their face painted, dancing to 903 Texas. But I'm finna send that shit over there. I ain't in a position to pass up nothing.
Man,
I'm trying to get it, bro.
Like I said, bro, I salute you, man. Real recognize real, bro. I appreciate you coming through, and I can't wait to hear this album, man. I'm looking forward to it.
903 Texas, let's get it.
It's gonna be something epic. Holla back, y'all.
Right.
Yes, indeed.